Oh, now what's he doing out here? This isn't a handicap match.
Oh man, JR, he's got that locked in good and tight. I think he's trying to cripple him.
Here comes the backup, and not a minute too soon. Good Lord, here we go again. Can somebody, anybody, stop this animal before he cripples someone?
He's no animal. He's a man on a mission, JR, and he's not going to let up until he's wearing that championship gold. If that's a preview of Backlash, JR, it's going to be out of sight.
We are guaranteed to have a wild night this Sunday at Backlash. Ladies and gentlemen, we welcome you live on pay-per-view to WWE Backlash.
We've got a lot of great matches tonight, JR, but none of them tops the Ultimate Submission title match.
We are guaranteed to see some impressive mat wrestling, that's for sure, King.
I can't wait.
That was one for the ages. These two warriors fought to the very brink of human endurance.
Wow, I gotta say, I don't think I've ever seen a championship match like that before.
And I don't know if we ever will again, King. Good Lord, what a war. A title tournament here on Raw.
Oh man, JR, it just doesn't get any better than this.
My God, did you just see that, King?
I think this just became a 7-man tournament, JR. That's one way to take out the competition.
1, 2, 3, and it's over.
Looks like the CLB's out of the tournament. Looks like version 1.0 is out of the tournament.
My God, he's tearing him apart.
Oh man, I knew this was coming, JR. You saw what happened earlier tonight in the locker room. There's bad blood between these two.
King, it looks like neither of those men is going to continue on in tonight's #1 contender tournament.
I think you're right, JR. I wonder who's going to win it.
I don't believe this. He's given a #1 contender spot to that backstabber. He hasn't done anything to deserve it. Matter of fact, he should be suspended for what he did a couple of weeks ago.
Now, JR, calm down. You're going to burst a blood vessel. Eric Bischoff's made his decision, and I think it's going to be a heck of a main event.
I don't believe it. We've got a new #1 contender.
Oh man, JR, if he's that good at Backlash, we're going to have a new champion this Sunday.
The match is over, but it looks like he wants to keep going.
Well, can you blame him, JR? He just lost the chance to wrestle for the title at Backlash, and he didn't even lose the match.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Backlash, live on pay-per-view. This is the first big Raw exclusive pay-per-view of the year, and what a show we've got for you tonight.
Oh, you're absolutely right, JR. How about that Intercontinental title match? You're absolutely right, JR. How about the World Heavyweight title match?
It wasn't easy getting to that title match, King. There was a lot of controversy surrounding it, but we're here now, and it's gonna be a slobber knocker. New champion! New champion! My God, I don't believe it!
That was incredible, JR. I've never seen anything like it.
A successful title defense for the champion.
Yeah, the challenger gave it everything he had, but it just wasn't enough, JR.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to WWE Backlash, live on pay-per-view. We've got an amazing show, and what a better way to open it than with a grudge match inside a cage.
These two guys blew up at each other last week, JR, and it got so bad that Eric Bischoff decided that they've got to settle their differences in a steel cage.
What a hellacious match! I'm glad it's over.
I hope they're over their problems with each other, because I don't think they could survive another one of those.
A tense moment there between those superstars.
I think this is going to heat up before it cools down, JR.
Tajiri in solo action next. Batista in solo action next.
Without Torrie Wilson? What's he thinking?
Another tough loss for him.
I knew he should have brought Torrie to the ring with him. He needs a little puppy power. He shouldn't be messing around with Torrie, JR. This is going to get ugly, I can tell.
It's all coming to a head next week on Raw.
Oh my God, JR. Are you seeing what I'm seeing? This is incredible. I wish Torrie would manage me.
A last man standing match at Backlash for Torrie Wilson's contract.
That last man standing match is anything like what we just saw. It's going to be over quick.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to WWE Backlash. I'm Jim Ross, here with Jerry, the King Lawler at ringside. And King, we've got a heck of a show tonight.
We sure do, JR. A lot of great matches, but I think the one I'm looking forward to the most is the last man standing match for Torrie Wilson's services.
That match will determine who leaves the arena tonight with Torrie Wilson And, King, it's gonna be a slobber knocker.
Two guys fighting over a woman until one of them literally can't stand? It's like a dog fight. Or I guess I should say, a puppy fight.
He did it. He won the last man standing match.
And he won Torrie Wilson, too. This has got to be the best night of his life.
Would you look at that? Despicable. I've never seen such a heinous display in my life.
Everyone knew the rules going in, JR. I can't say I'm thrilled about it either, but them's the breaks.
My God, the champion is completely paranoid about his title. What a heinous, cowardly act.
That's no way to treat a champion.
Looks like the champ's made up his mind, and frankly, I'd hate to be a belt thief about right now.
Oh, he looks brave, but how's he going to feel when it's just him and the champ together in the ring later tonight?
Looks like the champ's made up his mind, but I wonder if he regrets not taking the high road last week.
He'll be fine, JR. He had a right to protect his belt. He's the champ, and he's going to prove why later tonight. I can't remember the last time I saw such a civilized title challenge, JR.
These guys are class acts, no doubt about it. What sportsmanship, and what a title match it's going to be this Sunday at Bad Blood. Did you hear that? We'll have a title match this Sunday at Bad Blood after all.
That's hard to be a team when only one guy gets to wear the belt, JR. They've been blinded by the championship gold.
It's going to be a battle. It's going to be a war. It's going to be live at Bad Blood. We're here tonight, live on pay-per-view at Bad Blood. Jim Ross here with Jerry, the King Lawler at ringside. And King, what a show we've got tonight.
A lot of great matches planned for tonight, JR, but I think the main event's gonna steal the show.
The Intercontinental title is on the line tonight. Folks, you don't want to miss this one. The World Heavyweight title is on the line tonight. Folks, you don't want to miss this one. The champion has retained his title. My God, what a match.
I don't know how we're going to follow that one up, JR.
New champion, new champion. My God, what a match. Would you look at that, King? He can't even stand up.
I don't even think he knows where he is, JR.
Would you look at that? The match is over. This is a mugging.
Well, he wanted a title match, JR, and it looks like he got more than he bargained for.
I've never seen such intensity. Sunday's title match is going to be a real slobber knocker.
Well, you're right about that one, JR. I can hardly wait.
Good evening and welcome to Bad Blood live on pay-per-view. Jim Ross here with Jerry the King Lawler at ringside, and what a show we've got tonight, King.
You said it, JR. A cage match for the Intercontinental title. You said it, JR. A cage match for the World Heavyweight title.
This will be an intense, physical matchup, no doubt about it. New champion! We got a new champion! Can you believe it, King?
I can believe it, JR. I can't remember the last time I saw such an intense cage match. Both men wanted it, but he wanted it just a little bit more.
And the champion retains his title. I can't say I approve of the way he did it, but there you go.
Now, JR, he might have roughed up the challenger a few times in the last month, but you've got to admit that the champ retained the title fair and square.
Would you look at that? Attacking him from behind.
Well, he was provoked. I can't say I blame him.
Shelton Benjamin is obviously still feeling the effects of that vicious backstage attack. Tajiri is obviously still feeling the effects of that vicious backstage attack. What a match! A four-man battle royal at Bad Blood.
That's my kind of old school match. And what a great mix of styles, JR.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Bad Blood, live on pay-per-view. I'm Jim Ross, here with Jerry the King Lawler, and what a main event we've got tonight, King.
Oh, you said it, JR. A four-man elimination-style battle royal with four of the biggest superstars in the business.
This one's not about titles, and it's not about money. It's about proving that you are the very best the WWE has to offer. It's going to be an intense, physical battle. By God, that was intense. I can't remember the last time I saw a match like that.
Oh, I'm glad I don't have to go on next, JR. What a match! I've never heard a crowd cheer like that.
Can you believe the carnage? And for what? There was no title at stake. The fans deserve more, and frankly, so do the combatants. Love them or hate them.
You heard Eric Bischoff, JR. The fans didn't deserve to see a title match here tonight. They still got a great match, though, so what's there to complain about?
Well, I've heard of champions that didn't want to risk their titles, but I've never heard of a general manager who didn't.
I don't think the fans are going to like this, JR.
Would you look at that? We've got a champion who doesn't want to risk his title and a general manager who agrees with him.
Wow, that was a real main eventer. Those two had one heck of a fight, even if it wasn't a championship match.
I find it hard to believe that this can go on, King. How much longer can Eric Bischoff continue to protect his champion with non-title matches?
Look at that, JR. He just won $10,000. Oh, man, this is his lucky day. I wonder what I'd buy if I won $10,000. Maybe a trip to the pet store, if you know what I mean.
Well, there's one thing you can't buy with $10,000, and that's a championship. $10,000 is a heck of a distraction, but for my money, I'd rather see a title match. Ladies and gentlemen, we are live on pay-per-view here at SummerSlam. Jim Ross with Jerry the King Lawler at ringside. And King, what an event we've got tonight.
You're not kidding, JR. A six-man elimination chamber match for the Intercontinental title. You're not kidding, JR. A six-man elimination chamber match for the World Heavyweight title.
6 superstars trapped inside of 10 tons of unforgiving steel. Every 60 seconds, another superstar is released into the chamber. The last superstar left standing once everyone else has been eliminated is the champion.
This is not a match that favors the champ, JR. If I were him, I'd be begging to enter 6th once the other 5 guys have beaten each other to a pulp.
He retained the title, and he beat 5 superstars in the Elimination Chamber to do it, by God.
It's incredible, JR. It's unbelievable. What an incredible match.
If you look up Slobberknocker in the dictionary, this is exactly what you'd see.
No one can accuse the champ of not being a fighting champion anymore.
New champion, and he beat 5 superstars in the Elimination Chamber to do it, by God.
I don't think our general manager's going to be very happy about this, but there's not much that can be done about it now.
Would you look at that? Disgusting.
Don't cross the boss, JR.
Mr. McMahon's henchmen are beating the hell out of the man who, in my opinion, should be the champion.
That referee's got to get in there and restore order, JR. That's Coach. He's the new general manager? This must be a nightmare, JR.
I don't even know what to say. I can't believe what I'm seeing. My God, they've destroyed him. They've absolutely destroyed him.
That's gotta hurt. He's not moving, JR.
My God, what chance does he have for a fair fight this Sunday at SummerSlam?
I hate to say it, JR, but I don't think there's any way that title is going to change hands.
Ladies and gentlemen, we welcome you to SummerSlam, live on pay-per-view. We've got a heck of a show for you tonight, but folks, I got to tell you, King, there's one match that just turns my stomach.
I bet I know which one that is, JR. Mr. McMahon's appointed champion is going to defend the title against an opponent who, I gotta say, doesn't look like he's got a chance.
He did it. Against all odds, he beat back Mr. McMahon's champion and won the title.
I can't believe it, JR. The fans are going crazy. I think he just stole the show.
Oh, what a shock. McMahon's puppet retains the championship. This just makes me sick.
After getting beat down all week, the challenger just didn't have enough left to go the distance. Oh my gosh, JR, I can't believe it. I want a massage from Sable. I'm tense too, Sable. I'm very tense.
Well, it looks like Sable's got herself a new bodyguard.
I'd have gone to guard school if I knew I could guard that body.
Looks like there's some trouble brewing between these superstars.
And all over a woman. How typical. Sable! Sable! I was just about to tell that creep to take a hike too. Where's my kiss?
This is getting totally out of hand.
These guys are going to kill each other, JR.
Oh, this is getting a little nasty, King, and I don't like it.
These guys won't stop until they're both in the hospital. We're going to have 2 fewer superstars if our general manager doesn't step in soon.
A first blood match this Sunday at SummerSlam.
If that doesn't settle this, JR, nothing's going to.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to SummerSlam. Jim Ross and Jerry the King Lawler at ringside.
There's definitely some bad blood here tonight between 2 superstars who want to get their hands on Sable. And who can blame them?
And I unfortunately guarantee that there will be blood spilled here tonight in a first blood match. It's going to be intense. It's going to be physical. And it's going to be live on pay-per-view. He whipped him like the proverbial government mule, and boy, did he deserve it.
If you're going to mess with another man's girl, JR, you got to make sure that he's not going to mess you up right back.
This is disgusting. What a reprehensible creature to treat Sable like that.
Looks like Sable made the wrong choice when it came to bodyguards, JR. I told you she should have asked me.
Those two men nearly killed each other over the championship just the other day. And now one of them is supposed to referee the title match?
I don't think any good can come of this, JR. Now hold on. This match is over. We've already had the decision.
Looks like he's restarting the match, King. Good Lord, the decision's been reversed.
Is the match over now, or is he going to restart it again?
The match is over, King, but I think the controversy is just beginning. We're going to have to wait another week for Eric Bischoff's ruling on the championship.
Wait another week? I don't think these three can wait another week. I think I'm seeing double, JR. 2 belts? They both think they're champion. How can this be?
I'm not sure. After last week's controversy, we're all a little confused as to who the true champion is.
I don't even think this is about a title anymore, JR. I think these guys just hate each other.
And there's no way that Eric Bischoff's decision next week is going to make all three of them happy. The fate of the disputed championship will be decided tonight in a last man standing match.
He just knocked both superstars out, JR. What happens now?
A ladder match this Sunday at Unforgiven for the title.
Maybe we'll finally have a champion when it's all said and done, JR.
Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome to WWE's Unforgiven. I'm Jim Ross, here with Jerry the King Lawler. And King, what a main event we've got tonight.
You said it, JR. The Intercontinental Championship will be decided tonight in a ladder match. You said it, JR. The World Heavyweight Championship will be decided tonight in a ladder match.
2 men will enter the ring for a no-holds-barred contest. The first one to reach the championship belts hanging above the ring walks out of here as the champion.
It's going to be a heck of a match, JR. I can't wait.
He did it. By God, he did it. Oh, what a match.
We've got an undisputed champ again, JR.
That's a heck of a tournament, King. Have you ever heard of anything like it?
Nope. And I'm betting that Smackdown hasn't either. That's going to make Unforgiven a pay-per-view to remember. I don't like the sound of that, JR.
Well, it's clear now that these two have a real score to settle, King.
Now that the title hunt is over, they seem more interested in hunting each other.
Oh, for the love of... He's got no business attacking him like that.
Oh my God, JR. A no disqualification match.
He's completely lost control.
This didn't solve anything, JR. I think it made it worse.
My God, he stuffed a mud hole in him. But under the circumstances, it's easy to see that he had it coming.
That's what happens when you try to interfere with people's title opportunities, JR.
What the hell? Now what? Why another attack? Why won't he mind his own...
He was in cahoots with the champ the whole time, JR.
What a cheap act for a champion to commit, using a sad, jealous individual to do his dirty work. I hope he gets what's coming to him at Unforgiven. A first blood match here tonight on Raw.
These guys are definitely out for blood tonight, JR. They're gonna kill each other, JR.
My God, a Hell in the Cell match. The deadliest match there is.
Bischoff's tried everything else, JR. This is his last option. These guys want to kill each other.
This is WWE Unforgiven coming to you live tonight. I'm good old JR Jim Ross here with Jerry the King Lawler at ringside. And what an exciting main event we've got tonight, King.
You said it, JR. The Intercontinental title is on the line. You said it, JR. The World Heavyweight title is on the line.
The challenger has clawed his way to the top of a 4-man elimination tournament for this title opportunity. And I don't think he's got an ounce of quit in him. New champion. By God, we've got a new champion.
What a match. There were times when it looked like a handicap match, JR, but he still won.
What an outstanding individual. What an amazing human being. And he's got the gold to prove it. The challenger gave it all he had, but it just wasn't enough to offset the championship advantage. I won't say that it was fair, King, but that's the official decision. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Unforgiven. This is good old JR, Jim Ross, along with Jerry the King Lawler. And can you believe it, King? We've got a Hell in the Cell match tonight.
I can't believe it, JR, but Eric Bischoff had two superstars on his hands who wanted to kill each other, and that's exactly what Hell in a Cell is for.
Thank God the match is over. I don't know if I've ever witnessed that level of brutality in a WWE ring in my life.
Both superstars wanted to walk out of this match the winner, but I think they'll settle for just being able to walk.
Well, according to my notes, I don't have an interview scheduled for this segment.
Yeah? Well, tell that to the guy with the microphone. I guess he's got different notes than you do, JR.
What's this? That's entrance music, but I don't see anyone coming down to the ring. He hit him with a chair from behind. And again, more chair shots. Why?
They're really giving it to him. Like they said, I guess they're doing whatever it takes to rise to the top.
This is sick. This kind of gutless display seems more like the bottom of the barrel in my view. My God, what an ambush. I can't believe what I'm seeing. It's amazing he can even walk after the beating he took last week.
Not only is he walking, but he looks like he wants to even the score right now. Busted up or not.
There's certainly no love lost between these two teams, and it looks to get worse before it gets better this Sunday at Unforgiven.
Just when you thought it couldn't get any more brutal, it's no disqualification.
My God, he may have proven that he's not fragile, but a human being can only take so much punishment.
And it's only going to get worse before it gets better. What kind of shape is he going to be in for his no disqualification match this Sunday at Unforgiven?
Welcome to Unforgiven live on pay-per-view. Tonight, one of the hottest rivalries in the WWE is going to come to an end, one way or the other.
That's right. Both superstars enter the ring tonight with something to prove, and what's more, it's no disqualification. Anything can happen, JR.
What the heck was that all about? What the? Those damn mercenaries are fighting over who gets the bounty. The champion isn't some animal. He's a human being, damn it.
He's a marked man, JR. I hate to say it, but maybe he is safer on Smackdown.
My God, he's right. He's got the contract.
What's Smackdown gonna do now, JR?
A cross-brand Hell in a Cell match this Sunday for the title.
And bragging rights. Don't forget that, JR. Raw's gonna show Smackdown what real superstars are made of.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Survivor Series live on pay-per-view. I'm good old JR Jim Ross here with Jerry the King Lawler, and what a spectacle this co-promotion of Raw and Smackdown is going to be.
No doubt about it, JR. Raw and Smackdown superstars trying to survive a Hell in a Cell match for the Intercontinental title. No doubt about it, JR. Raw and Smackdown superstars trying to survive Hell in a Cell match for the World Heavyweight title.
This ought to be one for the ages. It's not every day that the Raw superstars find themselves in the ring against the Smackdown superstars. You can literally feel the tension in the air. He did it. By God, he did it. He survived. He retained the title. And he beat both Raw and Smackdown superstars to do it. What a match.
What a great victory for him, JR. And more importantly, what a great victory for Raw. This is a Survivor Series to remember.
We've got a new champion. He survived 5 other men from both brands to win one of the most intense matches I've ever seen. What a match. What a Survivor Series.
I guess it's bad news for the champ since he lost the match and the title, but it could be worse. At least the Raw superstars showed SmackDown who's best.
Well, I can't believe it, but it's a fact. A SmackDown superstar survived to beat our Raw champion here today.
It's a dark day for sure, JR. But look at the bright side. Raw still keeps the title.
Well, it looks like Stacy might have just found herself a new client.
You know, JR, I've been thinking about getting some career advice myself. I wonder how many clients Stacy would take on at once.
That's Rene Dupree. He's a SmackDown superstar. What's he doing here on Raw?
Looks like he's taking Stacy back to SmackDown. I hate to see her leave, but I love watching her go.
Look at this. They're beating the hell out of Dupree, and Stacy approves.
I think this is Stacy's idea of a job interview, JR.
Well, look who's back from Smackdown, King. It's Rene Dupree again. And this time, he's brought Bubba Ray Dudley with him.
Did you see that, JR? This is starting to get out of hand.
You're right, King. And what business do these SmackDown superstars have here anyway? Stacy isn't a piece of property. She's a woman.
Oh my God, JR! Can you believe it? Hey, Stacy, I know what I want for Christmas. Only 3 words come to mind, JR. Ho, ho, ho.
Oh, will you stop? We're going to have a cross-brand, over-the-top rope challenge this Sunday at Survivor Series for Stacy Keibler's contract.
I've got to talk to Eric Bischoff right now. Maybe I can get him to make it a 16-man match.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to WWE's Survivor Series, the Thanksgiving tradition. I'm Jim Ross, here with Jerry the King Lawler, and what a spectacle this co-production of Raw and SmackDown is going to be. 15 superstars are going to fight it out tonight in a Royal Rumble-type match. When a superstar is thrown over the top rope and lands on the outside of the ring, he's disqualified from the match.
You got that right. These superstars are fighting for the right to Stacy Keibler's services, if you know what I mean. Imagine that, JR. The last survivor gets Stacy. And what makes this match even more unprecedented is that there will be only one Raw superstar in the ring against 14 superstars from SmackDown. If he survives, Stacy comes to Raw. Please let Raw win.
What a despicable human being to treat a woman like that.
Looks like Stacy chose the wrong client. Poor Stacy. Come back.
He did it. He won the match. And Stacy Keibler, oh, boomer sooner.
Oh my gosh, JR. He's going to get Stacy's special services. Is it getting hot in here or is it just me?
No offense, Kingfish, but if there's anything hot in here, it's Stacy.
JR, I can't tell you how glad I am that you didn't say it was me.
Raw isn't the only brand in town. What did he mean by that?
I don't know, JR, but it can't be any good.
What the? Is he actually asking Kurt Angle for help?
That can't be it, JR. There's got to be another explanation.
Well, if there is, King, I can't come up with it. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Monday Night Raw. I'm good old JR, Jim Ross, here with Jerry, the King Lawler. And what a kickoff we've got tonight, King.
You got that right, JR. We're going to find out who the #1 contender will be for the World Heavyweight Championship at the Royal Rumble.
And that match is about to begin right now. That's Eddie Guerrero. What the hell is Eddie Guerrero doing on Raw? That's Charlie Haas. What the hell is Haas doing on Raw?
The referee never saw the low blow, JR. How could this have happened?
I got a better question for you, King. Why would a SmackDown superstar interfere in a Raw title hunt? Let that be a lesson to Kurt Angle. Don't mess with Raw.
The Raw superstars had better get it into gear, JR. SmackDown is practically running our show. Raw's gonna get a little payback here tonight, JR. I can't wait.
By God, that'll send a message to Kurt Angle.
The Royal Rumble title match this Sunday isn't just a match. It's gonna be a war to settle the score between Raw and SmackDown. You gotta be kidding me, JR. I thought this was supposed to be Raw's payback against SmackDown. This isn't right.
Don't count Raw out yet, King. The title match this Sunday at the Royal Rumble is going to be much more than a match. It's going to be a war to settle the score between Raw and SmackDown. The Royal Rumble is here. This is a live pay-per-view event and a joint promotion of Raw and SmackDown. And what an event it's going to be, folks. I'm good old JR Jim Ross, along with my broadcast partner, Jerry the King Lawler.
This is going to be amazing, JR. 30 superstars in the ring fighting it out to see who'll get a title opportunity before WrestleMania. And speaking of titles, we've got another great main event tonight.
That's right, King. I'm looking forward to tonight's World Heavyweight title match. There are rumors that if the #1 contender wins the title, he's going to jump to SmackDown and take the title with him.
Hey, all's fair in love and war, JR. And like it or not, Raw and SmackDown are at war. And I predict that Raw's gonna win.
Oh, would you look at that? Bringing in a SmackDown superstar to the ring with him.
I don't like this at all, JR. He's got no business here. Go back to SmackDown.
What an incredible match. What an incredible champion. He went into the Royal Rumble as the champ, and he came out of it the champ.
I love it, JR. He had a lot of stuff going against him when he showed up tonight, but now he's going home with the title, and that's all that matters.
The champion gave it all he had, but despite his best efforts, he just couldn't hold on to the title.
I think you mean the ex-champion, JR. And now SmackDown's one step closer to owning a Raw title. This is terrible. Mr. McMahon is coming to teach Eric Bischoff's superstars the meaning of respect.
What exactly does that mean for Raw? And you know, King, the higher your number, the better chance you have of winning the Royal Rumble.
You're absolutely right, JR. If you get number 30, you're in great shape. But if you draw number 1, you might as well call it quits.
He did it, King. That win moved him up 10 spots in the Royal Rumble entry order.
So he's at number 11 now? He's off to a great start, JR.
Oh, that's a tough break. He's still stuck at number 1 in the Royal Rumble entry order.
Those aren't the best odds, JR. He'd better get on the stick.
The Royal Rumble qualifying matches continue here tonight on Raw. The more matches a superstar wins, the closer he gets to entering the Royal Rumble at the coveted number 30 spot. This guy is unstoppable, King. 2 consecutive victories have propelled him to number 21 in the Royal Rumble order of entry.
That's the way to do it. He's past the halfway point.
Well, that gives him 1 win and 1 loss, which puts him at number 11 in the Royal Rumble entry order.
11's not bad, JR, but it's not too good either.
Good Lord, King, this guy can't buy a break. He's still stuck at number 1 in the Royal Rumble order of entry.
He's got 1 more week to try to improve his position, JR, but it looks like the Royal Rumble's going to be an uphill battle for him.
This is just disgusting, King. SmackDown superstars have no business interfering with Raw matches.
I can't believe it either, JR. It looks like the Royal Rumble's come early.
I can't believe this, King. Kurt Angle is conspiring to steal the World Heavyweight Championship from Raw.
And it looks like it's an inside job, JR. I've got a feeling this is all going to blow up this Sunday at the Royal Rumble.
The Royal Rumble is here. This is a live pay-per-view spectacular and a joint promotion of Raw and SmackDown. And what a show it's going to be, folks. I'm Jim Ross, along with my broadcast partner, Jerry the King Lawler.
You know, JR, the Royal Rumble is one of my favorite pay-per-views of all time. 30 Raw and SmackDown superstars battling in an over-the-top rope battle royal for a title opportunity before WrestleMania.
It's the only place you'll see Raw and SmackDown superstars in the same ring, unless you happen to be watching Raw this past Monday.
This was terrible, JR, and it might get even worse. The Royal Rumble match could be the first step in Kurt Angle's master plan to steal the World Heavyweight title from Raw at WrestleMania.
We can only hope that a loyal Raw superstar wins the Rumble tonight. He did it. By God, he did it. And Raw did it. The World Heavyweight Championship is safe for now.
That was a heck of a match, JR, and sure enough, a Raw superstar came through right when Raw needed it. I think this might be the best Royal Rumble ever.
He defeated 29 other superstars to earn an opportunity at the World Heavyweight Championship. The challenger certainly seems ready. For his sake, I hope the champion is as well. What the? There's a man down!
Looks like someone took him out, JR. I wonder if this has anything to do with what he said earlier tonight.
The champion will be the special referee tonight in a match involving the number 1 contender.
That seems like a conflict of interest to me, JR. I hope Eric Bischoff has thought this one through. Look out!
My God, I can't believe this. They're in cahoots. They're beating the hell out of the champion.
It was a setup, JR. They had this planned all along.
I think you're right, King. And I'd bet my Oklahoma Cowboy boots that they set up last week's assault as well. The challenge has been accepted.
There's a lot of bad blood here tonight, JR, and I wouldn't be surprised if we saw it flowing by the end of the night.
He looks like he didn't have the nerve to come out here alone. The champion is beating the hell out of his opponent, and the number 1 contender doesn't have the guts to get in there and stop it.
I'll tell you, JR, next week's World Heavyweight title match is going to be, well, it's going to be a slobber knocker. The champion gave it his all, but it just wasn't enough.
What do you expect, King? It's supposed to be a mano a mano, but it's practically a handicap match. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Monday Night Raw. I'm Oklahoma's own Jim Ross, along with Jerry the King Lawler. And King, could you imagine a bigger main event than the one we've got here tonight?
No way, JR. A world heavyweight title match right here on Raw? It doesn't get any bigger than that.
What the heck is Kurt Angle doing here? This isn't Smackdown. The World Heavyweight Championship and the WWE title will be unified at WrestleMania, King.
I can't believe it, JR. Just when I thought tonight's event couldn't be any bigger, this happens. It's incredible. Did you see that, JR? We almost got a sneak preview of WrestleMania right there.
He did it. He retained the World Heavyweight Championship. What an incredible champion.
He's on his way to WrestleMania, JR, where he's going to face the WWE Champion in a unification match. I can't wait to see what's going to happen between now and then.
The road to WrestleMania is never a smooth one, King, and I predict that this year's won't be any different. Oh, that was a heartbreaker, King. He gave it all he had, but it just wasn't enough tonight.
I just hope that the champion can win the title unification match at WrestleMania. But what's going to happen to the former champ now?
I have no idea, King, but I'm sure that this isn't the end of the road for him. He may have lost the World Heavyweight title, but it looks like he got himself a heck of a consolation prize.
Yeah, but you know that Kurt Angle's not going to be happy about this one, JR. I wonder what he's going to do.
The champion certainly seems ready. For his sake, I hope the challenger is as well. The champion will be in a match tonight, and the special referee will be the #1 contender. My God, I can't believe this. They're in cahoots, and they're beating the hell out of the #1 contender. He's beating the hell out of his opponent, and the champ doesn't have the guts to get in there and stop it.
He gave it his all, but it just wasn't enough.
He did it. By God, he won the World Heavyweight Championship. What an incredible match. What an incredible competitor.
I just hope that the champion can win the title unification match at WrestleMania. But what's going to happen to the challenger now? Suspended Eric Bischoff indefinitely? How long is that, JR?
I have no idea, King. And I have no idea what this means for the future of Raw. Mr. McMahon is in a foul mood tonight.
That's not good news for anyone, JR. Oh my gosh, JR. You don't think his missing partner was really working for Mr. McMahon, do you?
King, that's not something I want to believe. But if everyone does have a price, Mr. McMahon can afford just about anyone's. My God, he almost took his head off with that sledgehammer.
He just laid them both out, JR. I knew he couldn't be trusted.
But why? Damn it, why?
That's true, JR. You asked that very question. Ha! He just called you stupid, JR.
Everyone has a price, and Mr. McMahon has bought one of the greatest WWE superstars of all time.
And you heard Mr. McMahon, JR. He's going to teach the Raw superstars some respect for authority.
A handicap tag match next week on Raw.
And Mr. McMahon's getting in the ring.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Monday Night Raw. I'm good old JR Jim Ross, along with Jerry the King Lawler. And King, what an event we've got tonight.
Absolutely, JR. What a show, and what a main event. A 3-on-2 handicap match set up by and featuring Mr. McMahon himself.
The chairman of the board has promised to teach the Raw superstars the meaning of respect, and class is in session tonight. Would you look at that? What a cowardly assault.
Oh man, JR, what's this going to do to the match tonight? Looks like this just became a 3-on-1 handicap match. Seems like that was Mr. McMahon's plan all along. This is terrible, JR. I never want to wind up on Mr. McMahon's bad side. See what happens when you cross the boss?
For God's sakes, the match is over. Look at that pack of wolves. Let the man up. He's been through enough hell already. This could end his career.
You know, JR, I got to tell you, I'm on the same page as Eric Bischoff. I don't see why either of these guys are more deserving of an Intercontinental title match.
King, sometimes a superstar's value to Raw can't be measured by a one-loss record. As long as he comes out here every night and gives 100%, that's all that matters. What the hell is he doing out here? He's not supposed to be involved in this match.
I got a better question for you, JR. Why hasn't anyone come out here to even the odds?
What are they arguing about? They won the match.
I'll tell you, JR, there's a lot of tension between these two superstars, and it's about to explode.
Man, these guys just cannot get on the same page.
A fatal four-way cage match for the Intercontinental title, JR.
That's going to be one hellacious match, King. What in...
Did you see that, JR? He just saved his buddy from a sledgehammer.
He did more than save him from it. He took it himself.
Looks like the hatchet is officially buried. No way, JR. A fatal four-way cage match for the Intercontinental title right here on Raw? It doesn't get any bigger than that.
The Intercontinental and United States titles will be unified at WrestleMania, King. He did it. By God, he won the Intercontinental Championship. What an incredible match. What an incredible competitor.
He's on his way to WrestleMania, JR, where he's going to face the United States champion in a unification match. I can't wait to see what's going to happen between now and then.
Well, he may have lost the Intercontinental title, but it looks like he got himself a heck of a consolation prize.
You know, JR, there's already so many incredible matches being made for WrestleMania, but the one I'm really looking forward to is the main event. World Heavyweight Champion versus WWE Champion in a title unification match.
That's right, King. The undisputed title returns at WrestleMania, and the two greatest WWE superstars in the world today will battle for it.
And you just know that Raw's own World Heavyweight Champ is going to win it and prove that Raw is the dominant brand of sports entertainment.
Some mighty strong words there from the World Heavyweight Champion. We're still 4 weeks away from WrestleMania, but we're going to see all three of those superstars in the ring tonight. It's going to be a real slobber knocker.
I hope no one decides to take liberties with the champ, JR.
What the? They're supposed to be on Smackdown. What are they doing here?
Looks like they're trying to take out the World Heavyweight Champion before WrestleMania, JR. Thank goodness he showed up.
This is disgusting. He's completely turned his back on Raw.
This isn't good, JR. This isn't good at all.
The World Heavyweight Champion has just challenged all three SmackDown superstars to a six-man tag team match.
I don't know if that's such a good idea, JR, but on the other hand, it beats getting ambushed from behind backstage.
That was a hellacious slice of WrestleMania we just saw there, King.
I know, JR. I wonder if that's a sign of things to come, or if it'll be a different story when the champions have to face each other one-on-one.
That's Kurt Angle. What's he doing here? King, I can't believe it. A 3 stages of hell match for the undisputed title this Sunday at WrestleMania.
I'll be surprised if either champion survives that match, JR.
By God, the champion is ready for this Sunday. He's ready to bring the undisputed title home to Raw.
This guy's incredible, JR. I don't think there's a superstar on the SmackDown roster who can hold a candle to him.
He's exhausted. This does not bode well for this Sunday, King.
I agree, JR. I don't even want to think what'll happen if SmackDown wins the undisputed title at WrestleMania.
Would you look at that, King? I don't think the Raw superstars have ever been more focused or unified than they are right now.
It's great to see, JR, especially with so much on the line this Sunday at WrestleMania.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the granddaddy of them all, WrestleMania, the showcase of the immortals. Jim Ross, here with my broadcast partner, Jerry Lawler, welcome you live on pay-per-view.
They don't get any bigger than this one, JR. WrestleMania is the absolute pinnacle of sports entertainment, and it really is where it all begins again. After it's over, the WWE is never going to be the same.
And what a main event! A unification match for the World Heavyweight Championship and WWE titles. The Raw and SmackDown champions will put their titles on the line to prove that theirs is the superior brand in sports entertainment.
And it's not just one match, JR, but a 3 stages of hell match. First, a no disqualification match, then a first blood match, and, if necessary, a deadly Hell in a Cell match. Whoever wins 2 falls wins the undisputed title. I can't wait!
And you know, King, I don't think Raw has anything to worry about tonight. I spoke to the World Heavyweight Champion earlier today, and he's in the best shape of his life.
You heard Mr. McMahon, JR. He isn't fooling around.
As well he shouldn't, King. This might be the most important match of all time.
I can't believe what I'm seeing, JR. A SmackDown champion has beaten our Raw champ and unified the 2 titles. This has got to be the worst thing that's ever happened.
Well, seeing is believing, King. And even though Eric Bischoff might want to wring my neck for saying it, the unified champ put up one hell of a fight. As did our world heavyweight champion, former heavyweight champion, who has nothing to be ashamed of in my view. He did it. By God, he did it. The world heavyweight champion is now the undisputed champion. He just won the biggest match of his entire career.
That settles the question of which brand is the dominant brand in sports entertainment, right?
I don't believe what I'm hearing. He's the undisputed champ, but he's Raw's undisputed champ. He can't jump ship now. That Kurt Angle is a snake. Don't go, champ. Don't go.
Oh, no. Not again, JR. Wait a second. It's Mr. McMahon. He's probably coming down to congratulate the champion on unifying the titles. This is going to be great. He can't do that. He can't attack Mr. McMahon. He can't attack the boss.
I guess from now on, we'll have to see who the boss really is. Here at the close of WrestleMania, Mr. McMahon may have finally met his match. We are just a few short weeks away from the granddaddy of them all, WrestleMania. I'm good old JR Jim Ross, along with Jerry, the King Lawler, and we welcome you folks to Monday Night Raw.
You know, JR, there's already so much competition brewing between the brands with the WrestleMania title unification matches coming right up, but I've got to say, I'm more interested in another Raw Smackdown dispute.
Let me guess. It involves Trish Stratus.
You know it, JR. Puppy Power might be jumping from SmackDown to Raw, and if it happens, my Monday nights just got a lot more interesting.
A cross-brand match right here on Raw.
This is incredible, JR. It's like WrestleMania's come early. Oh no, JR. They're taking Trish and her puppies away.
I can't believe it. This place is crawling with invaders from SmackDown.
This isn't fair. Bring Trish back. Trish, come back.
I think Trish was in that limo, King.
So long, puppies.
Raw invades SmackDown next week.
I hate to admit it, but I can't wait to watch SmackDown, JR.
We're going to have a Raw versus SmackDown handicap match here tonight.
Looks like this whole SmackDown invading Raw plan didn't work out as good as he figured, huh? Oh my gosh, I never thought I'd see puppy power used against a fellow Raw superstar.
With less than 2 weeks to go until WrestleMania, that Jezebel, Trish Stratus, has betrayed Raw.
You know, JR, Trish used to be one of my favorite Raw divas, but I just can't condone this. How could she do that?
A triple threat tornado tag team ladder match this Sunday at WrestleMania. Can you believe it, King?
No, I can't, JR. And I also can't believe that I'm not a part of a match where you have to grab Trish's panties to win. I was born for that match.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the granddaddy of them all, WrestleMania, the showcase of the Immortals. I'm Jim Ross, here with my broadcast partner, Jerry Lawler, welcoming you live on pay-per-view.
They don't get any bigger than this one, JR. WrestleMania is the absolute pinnacle of sports entertainment, and it really is where it all begins again. After it's over, the WWE is never going to be the same.
As you know, King, there are a number of Raw versus SmackDown matches tonight, including title unifications and a very special triple threat tornado tag team ladder match for Trish Stratus' contract.
And her panties.
Yeah, I think the so-called genius who came up with that was Mr. McMahon.
Like I said, JR, genius. Oh my gosh, JR, did she just say what I think she said? Come with me, JR. Maybe Mr. McMahon will make this match a fatal four-way.
That's not going to happen, King, but the stakes have certainly risen in this title contest.
That's not the only thing that's risen, JR.
Will you stop it? This has not been a great WrestleMania for Trish Stratus.
Yeah, but I know a couple of guys who are pretty pleased with the way things turned out, JR.
They did it! They did it! They won the match, and they're bringing Trish to Raw!
Woohoo! The puppies are coming to Raw! I can't believe it! This must be the best WrestleMania ever! Look who it is, JR! How can he show up here after the brutal lesson Mr. McMahon taught him just last week? Is he crazy?
I can't believe he's even on his feet! How much heart must this man have? How much competitive spirit? By the looks of it, this is now very personal. I hope he knows what he's getting into, King. It might not be the best plan to continue to provoke Mr. McMahon.
I agree. I've said it before, and I'll say it again. Don't cross the boss.
I don't believe it. He's nowhere near 100%, and he just beat one of Raw's toughest superstars.
I wouldn't want to be anywhere near Mr. McMahon right now, JR. You know he can't be happy about this.
He showed a lot of heart in there tonight, King, but sometimes heart just isn't enough.
It better count as blessings, JR. He shouldn't even be breathing after the beatings he's taken.
I can't believe this. Mr. McMahon has done more awful things than I can count, but putting Trish in a tag team tables match is just obscene.
I understand that Mr. McMahon has to keep his superstars in line, JR, but what has Trish done to deserve this? Mr. McMahon, are you sure? Poor Trish.
I can't believe this. Mr. McMahon has done more awful things than I can count, but putting Trish in a tag team tables match is just obscene.
I understand that Mr. McMahon has to keep his superstars in line, JR, but what has Trish done to deserve this? Mr. McMahon, are you sure? Poor Trish.
He's absolutely unstoppable, King. Mr. McMahon is in for one hell of a fight at WrestleMania.
No matter what Mr. McMahon throws at him, he comes out on top, JR.
He did it. By God, he got his Hell in a Cell match against Mr. McMahon at WrestleMania.
I wouldn't want to be anywhere near Mr. McMahon right now, JR. You know he can't be happy about this.
Well, he might have lost one here tonight, King, but he's still going to WrestleMania to face Mr. McMahon in a Hell in a Cell.
I'm just concerned about Trish, JR. Maybe I should go see if she needs some mouth-to-mouth.
He showed an awful lot of heart here tonight, King, but sometimes heart just isn't enough.
It better count as blessings, JR. He shouldn't even be breathing after the beatings he's taken. He got there just in time, JR. It's good to have friends.
You're absolutely right, King, especially when you've got enemies like Mr. McMahon. Interfere? The match was over. He came down to help his friend. Well, I've never seen anything like this. I've never been a big Eric Bischoff fan, but he just put Mr. McMahon in his place.
Well, paybacks are a you-know-what, JR. I don't think Mr. McMahon's going to get out of this one.
Mr. McMahon is going to be in for the fight of his life this Sunday at WrestleMania.
Normally, it's good to be the boss, but I wouldn't want to be in Mr. McMahon's shoes, JR. I'm not sure that he'll survive Hell in a Cell.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the greatest extravaganza of them all, WrestleMania, the showcase of the immortals. I'm Jim Ross, along with my broadcast partner Jerry Lawler, coming to you live on pay-per-view. And one of the biggest matches by far is the Hell in a Cell match that Mr. McMahon got himself into, against his will, I might add.
I'm not so sure about that. I bet it was Mr. McMahon's plan all along to headline a match at WrestleMania. It wouldn't be the first time he's showed his stuff in the ring. Besides, he's a genius. Who are you to second-guess a genius, JR? What's he doing, JR? The match is over.
I have no idea. I'm not sure what more damage these two can possibly do to each other. Wait a minute. Is he going where I think he's going?
He's going to the top of the cell, JR.
Oh, my God. Is he thinking, don't do it. My God, don't do it. My God, the carnage. The sheer carnage.
Oh, my gosh. They're both dead, JR. They have to be. Poor Mr. McMahon. I don't know if he'll ever be the same.
I don't know if either of them will. What a way to end this rivalry. This had to be the most brutal match in the history of WrestleMania.
You've got that right, JR. Can you believe we're actually going to see Raw's Intercontinental title unified with SmackDown's United States title?
Well, I never thought I'd see the day, King. I just hope that our Intercontinental Champion brings the unified title back to Raw. There's certainly no love lost between those two.
Oh, man, JR, can I say it? That's gonna be a slobber knocker.
What the? Those are SmackDown superstars. What the hell are they doing here?
I think it's pretty obvious, JR. They want to take out the Intercontinental Champion before WrestleMania.
What a cowardly attack. Somebody get back there and stop this. My God, it's those SmackDown invaders again. And they're working for that cold-blooded traitor. He's a traitor to the champ. He's a traitor to Raw.
He must be working for Kurt Angle, JR. He's going to try to steal the unification match for SmackDown.
This is horrendous. This is diabolical. With less than 2 weeks until WrestleMania, SmackDown has just beat the hell out of the Intercontinental Champion.
No one came out to help him, JR. Those three guys have got the Raw locker room completely intimidated.
Oh, how typical. They're on the run like scalded dogs, but they can't run for the unification match this Sunday at WrestleMania.
They weren't going to stick around after messing with Raw. I can't wait until the Intercontinental Champ wins the unified title this Sunday.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the WWE's grandest spectacular WrestleMania. I'm Jim Ross, alongside my broadcast partner Jerry Lawler, coming to you live on pay-per-view.
They don't get any bigger than this one, JR. WrestleMania is the absolute pinnacle of sports entertainment, and it really is where it all begins again. After it's over, the WWE is never going to be the same.
And what a main event! A unification match for the Intercontinental and U.S. titles. The Raw and Smackdown champions will put their gold on the line to prove that theirs is the superior brand in sports entertainment.
And it's not just a match, JR, but a 15-minute Iron Man match. Whoever wins the most pinfalls or submissions in 15 minutes wins the unified title. I can't wait.
And you know, King, I don't think Raw has anything to worry about tonight. I spoke to the champion earlier today, and he's in the best shape of his life. As well he shouldn't, King. This might be the most important match of all time.
I can't believe what I'm seeing, JR. A SmackDown champion has beaten our Raw champ and unified the two titles. This is awful.
Well, seeing is believing, King. And even though Eric Bischoff might want to wring my neck for saying it, the unified champ put up one hell of a fight. As did our former champion, who has nothing to be ashamed of from where I'm sitting. He did it. By God, he did it. The Raw champion is now the undisputed champion. He just won the biggest match of his entire career.
That settles the question of which brand is the dominant brand in sports entertainment, right?
I don't believe what I'm hearing. He won the United States Championship fair and square when he unified the titles. Kurt Angle is nothing but a snake. He can't back out of this now. Don't hand over anything, champ. Don't do it.
Wait a second. That's Eric Bischoff's music. It's about time he got here. Watch this, JR. He's going to give Kurt Angle a piece of his mind. Yes! That's the last time Kurt Angle messes with Raw.
If there was any doubt before as to which brand was the flagship of the WWE, there isn't any more. It's Raw. Victorious. What a night. What a WrestleMania.